So I was halfway making through some serving boards and the belt snapped. Luckily, it's a relatively straightforward quick fix and it's definitely something you can do yourself, so I'm going to show you how to do it. Hiya guys, welcome back to the workshop. So this is my Lumberjack thicknesser, upgraded just before Christmas, and it's been really solid up until now, but I have been running some serving boards through and the one did slip and it broke, which caused the belt to snap. Luckily the motor's still working, so all I have to do is add a new drive belt into it. So as you can see here guys, this is the original belt that came with it and it is totally snapped. I did smell a bit of burning and I luckily turned it straight off. The motor, as I've said, is still working, so it's a relatively easy fix and pretty much one of the most common causes of your planer and thicknesses to stop working. And the only tool you'll need to repair this, depending on your model, but for this one I literally only need the hex or Allen key. I'm sure this one actually came with it, but I got hundreds lying around the workshop anyway. First things first guys, safety. I don't think I even need to say, but I am. Make sure it is unplugged before you take anything apart for this. To access the drive system, the drive belt, we do need to remove the top, the sides, and I do recommend just removing the dust hose as well, just because it might get in the way when you put this up and down. So I'm going to be taking this off too. We're going to need to get to the top. We've literally got a few screws in the top. Again, this is in with the Allen keys. We've got 4 on the top, 1 on each corner. Make sure you put these in a safe place so you don't lose them. Otherwise the machine won't be safe to use. So we've got the 4 corners off. Once we've taken the 4 corner bolt screws out, we do need to actually take the handle off as well so we can take the lid off. And again, if you did it yourself, you should remember how it comes on. We just take this little cap off and then it reveals the little screw underneath, and then we can take that out as well. Again, pretty nice and safe. Just be careful with this one because there is a tiny little washer and we don't want to lose that. And then this can just pull out. It may need a little bit, and then that just pops out. There is a little indentation, so just make sure when you're putting it back in, you're lining that up. It's not 100% so it's got that little flat piece on it. Once that's all undone, this literally pops off. Got the spare runner, so I'm going to take those out. And this thing should just lift. Just be careful because the sides are only held in by the lid. Pop that down, as you can see there. That's what happens. There's the one side. Make sure you remember which side goes on where. This has got your markings for the height you want the thickness to set at, and it obviously lines up with this little gauge on the side. So make sure you know which is your left and right, and you don't put them on backwards. These just lift out. We are almost finished. Once you have the side off, you can actually see where the drives on the belts. So we've got the 2 here, one at the top which drives the motor, and then one underneath that drives the blade. There is one more thing we can take off just to make it a little easier. If you can see, we've got this little flap. I've already loosened it. Again, Allen key, and we can take those off. Okay. And a little awkward to get out these ones. You don't necessarily need to take this one out, but I think it just makes it a little easier to put the replacement belt on. So we now have a little easier access to the drive. So I'm literally going to fit the new belt. We've got grooves inside the belt that matches with the grooves on the runners. So I'm just going to slide this through. The big one first. Pop it through. The trick then is once we've got it here, rather than try and pull it and stretch the band, you just kind of turn it a little. Turn. And may loosen it up a little round. Create some tension. And there we go. Just clips on a little then. There we are. I'm going to try and slide those grooves across so it sits a little nicer. And you can see it's all lined up nice. But it's good to go now, so we're going to give it a little test run just to see if it's running fine. If so, we'll add everything back in. Safety first, pop your glasses on. And some ear defenders, and let's just give it a quick spin. It's time to put everything back together. Moment of truth, let's see if it does the job it's made to do. Now we're back in business. So if your thicknesser suddenly stops working, don't panic. May just be the drive belt. So I've just shown you how to do it. It literally took me 15-20 minutes to fix, and it can save a lot of money in the long run. And if you are into these type of workshop fixes and builds, you can check out some of my older videos. I'll put a link here to my recent one where I built my workbench with integrated table saw. Also drop me a like and a subscribe, guys. I've got plenty more videos coming up. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to get back to making my serving boards.